and welcome. I'm scientist Dr. Nowacky. Okay, now let's talk about motivation, dopamine, and how drugs affect the brain. Motivation is probably the most important thing to help us make the decision to stop using drugs and to aid in relapse prevention. But most people don't realize that chemicals in the drugs were serving as the motivation in their life, so it's hard to find motivation to quit without using drugs. Very counterproductive, you see. It's a vicious cycle that people can get stuck in and find it extremely hard to escape. Motivation is defined as a driving force that initiates, guides, and maintains goal-oriented behavior. However, when we use drugs, the dopamine in the brain is replaced by the chemicals in the street dope, so your brain stops making its natural dopamine. What seems to happen is the drug hijacks the brain. Drugs then misdirect the motivation which would normally be utilized to accomplish valued goals in life, and instead the drugs motivate us to keep on using drugs in replacement of doing other productive things. Eventually, once addicted, in order to feel motivated to do anything, it may be necessary to use drugs. At that point, since drug use seems to be the motivating factor for living, from your brain's chemical perspective anyway, we can be tricked into feeling like we have nothing to live for. So you see, it makes sense why when you quit taking drugs, it's so difficult to find the motivation to continue to stop. It also explains why sometimes we may not feel much love inside, even when we can clearly see how our use is negatively affecting ourselves and others around us. If we want to build a good life away from addiction, it is necessary to stop the hijacking procedure by stopping the use. Fortunately, our brain is so amazing that it quickly goes into recovery mode. The brain begins to heal, and after about 14 months after stopping the drug use, the dopamine levels return. But until then, it can be very difficult emotionally. However, eventually, you'll be able to feel in a good mood just because that's how you naturally feel. To help this healing process, along with remaining abstinent from drugs, it's important to begin developing and maintaining our natural motivation by focusing on healthy, positive, motivating factors. This will aid the brain in restoring its own dopamine levels, allowing us to find pleasure in achieving the true valued goals and enjoy a life of recovery. Well, that's all from me, your favorite scientist, Dr. Nowacky.